We are live. Good evening, everyone. It's already 10:18. Sorry for being late. We are late by 2 hours by our usual time. But I promise to make it right for you by sharing super good content today. So the hot topic for this week and last week, and that's all everybody has been talking about, is Gamestop, right? Anybody curious about Gamestop? I know I'm super slow on the bandwagon. People already stopped talking about it. Only then I jump in to talk about it. But anybody still curious about GameStop and want to hear what's my take, what's my thought on it? If you are, type in me, M-E, if you still want to hear about GameStop from me. So GameStop is a very classic example, right? It's a classic example of Nicholas put in diamond hands to the moon, rocket to the moon. It's a classic example of short squeeze, but this short squeeze is very overdone because the shorting action is also very overdone, right? And there are many things going on, like people thinking, hey, why don't we do the same thing in Malaysia? And we do see some effect on the share price of some of the glove counter, maybe as a result of the Telegram channel, I don't know, right? But I think the result may not be as spectacular as the GameStop result, right? So what happened with GameStop story? Long story short, in US, even people like us, normal people like us, will have the access to short sell a stock. I think we talk about short sell quite a few times on my channel already. Short sell means you can sell a stock even though you don't have the stock, right? You can sell the stock first, then later you can buy back at a lower price to cover. So in a way, you can think about this. Let's say you have Top Glove, right? You think Top Glove is good, right? And can keep for long term. I think Top Glove, because of all the issue, all the bad news, may go down. So what I do is, hey, you really sure this Top Glove is gonna be good for long term? You don't mind to hold, right? Then you say, don't mind lah. Then what I do is, then you lend me your stock. You lend me your stock, okay? Lend me your stock for 1 month. I sell first, right? I sell first, but no matter what, you lend me 1 million Top Glove stock, I will give you back 1 million Top Glove stock in 1 month later, plus interest. So don't care what's the price. No matter what, I'll give you back your 1 million shares of Top Glove. So now you lend me first. I promise 1 month time, I'll give you back 1 million Top Glove shares plus 10% of today's value. Okay? And in the meantime, whatever dividend you receive, I will also top up for you. So you're thinking, hey, not bad, I hold on, also no problem. I'm not gonna sell within 1 month time. This guy gonna borrow it. He's gonna definitely give me back the stock in 1 month time plus 10% interest. Or why? Who don't want 10% interest a month, right? Better than Along. So what happened is that guy, maybe me, will borrow your share, Top Glove, sell first, start at $8 first. Then 1 month later, it dropped to 6 already. Maybe because I gang up with my friend. All of us rush, push the price down to 6 ringgit, then we write bad about the company. Then what happened is, people panic also. Some trader need to cut loss. So we buy from there at 6 ringgit and then give you back the 1 million shares, right? So after that, if the 6 ringgit go back to 8 ringgit, none of my business. Both of us win. I sell at 8, I buy back at 6, I made 2 ringgit. But you get back your 1 million shares, then after your 1 million shares go back to $8, you also never lose, plus you get interest from me. So win-win for everyone, for me and for you. If this makes sense for you and you can follow so far, type in F. Oh, I look so fat. No, I'm really fat. I don't look just fat. I'm really fat, right? And that's a sign. That's a sign that I'm getting wealthy. If you agree one, type in 1, right? And the next step will be losing my hair. Then you know I really make a lot of money already. No, just joking. Okay. So, hi Evelyn, hi Chu Eng T, hi Catherine, hi Lipotic, hi Rosemary, hi Dex. Hey, everyone, do you guys understand my story or not? Yeah, Dex can follow, Nicholas can follow, not bad, right? Good to know, right? So that is a very common thing in the share market, especially in US. In Malaysia wise, I'm not sure how is the technicality it's being done, but the theory is like that. Now, sometimes they may not need you to put up the share. There's sometimes you don't even need to borrow the share first. That will be much more dangerous. Okay, that will be much more dangerous, right? If you can sell, even though you haven't get someone to agree. So actually, if you look at it, anybody have interactive broker account? Type in IB if you have an interactive broker account. So interactive broker account, right? When you open the account to buy foreign shares, it will ask you one: are you willing to lend out your shares, right? When you are not, trading it, can we lend out your shares to other people and you receive interest? Let's say if you just put the stock there, not doing anything, they can lend out the share without asking you again. So a lot of the brokerage firm actually already have this feature. That's why, if you want to short a share, it's actually easy. Why don't I share with you one thing? You guys want me to share with you one super powerful thing or not? Type in yes if you want me to share with you one super powerful thing. See, in US account, right? In US account, what will be happening is this, in US account, what will be happening is this. You will see this thing on HTB. This is called hard to borrow. I don't think you guys can see. You see? This called HTB means hard to borrow. Let's say if I find for Apple, it's ETB. ETB means easy to borrow. That means if you want to short sell this share, right, it's actually very easy. Like I don't have Apple stock now, but I can sell it. I can sell the stock even though I don't have Apple stock now, right? Because it's easy to borrow, to short sell, right? But Gamestop is very hard to borrow. Sorry, GME. Yeah, hard to borrow. So this is how you see whether there are a lot of shares that you can borrow to short sell, right? So the higher it is, HTB means the interest for you to short sell will be very high. If it's ETB, the interest for you to short sell will be very low. How many you learn something here? Type in I if you learn something here, or you love this sharing. Type in love, right? Different thing, right? I'm not talking theory, I show you the actual application there. So you can actually do this one if you have a foreign account, right? And that's why, the hedge fund definitely, they are taking advantage of this, right? Because before this, the GameStop is a company that is like a, Speedy? You guys know Speedy, the one that just closed up recently? They sell the disc. Type in Speedy, SPEEDY, if you know Speedy, the one that just closed down recently, right? So Speedy, right? And GameStop is similar business. I know GameStop also, I think they are trying to do online thing, but as a whole, they are still brick and mortar. And I am a PS4 player, and I can tell you, I just bought Hitman 3 and I played the whole game without visiting a store. I just buy from PlayStation store, just download only, right? So all the middlemen are jalat already, right? So that's why this GameStop is being, bad news, make loss, worse and worse the sales, and the hedge fund picked this kind of company to short sell. But what they did is, I think for some reason, they don't need to borrow shares to short sell. Maybe because they're hedge fund or what, regular customer, they feel like, terrible stock like this, no, nothing will happen won't suddenly jump out the share price. So what they did is they never even require you, the hedge fund, to already borrowed the share before they sell. They can just short sell without borrowing the share. And in this situation, I think there is an oversight. More than 150% of the available share has been short sold. So it's almost impossible for them to cover their position, right? And a team of the people in Reddit, as well as the majority shareholder, they are not selling and they are ganging up to push up the share price. So when they push up the share price, the interest for all these hedge funds is higher and the paper loss is very big, and they are required to margin call, to add money to stabilize the position. Just like margin call, if you buy stock without having the money, and if the stock drop, you need to pay. In this case, they sell stock without having the stock price go up, they need to pay money to top up, right? So that the margin is nice. So that's why all these hedge funds go and borrow money, issue money, ask for help to get the money to cover their position, then they get up, right? So now they already, a lot of them got out, right? And that's why you see the share price now is not going up so fast anymore, because the short squeeze is largely over, I would say, right? Largely over. They already find ways. Maybe they never tell you how, but they already find ways to cover most of their position. So if you ask me, will this Gamestop shoot up to 1,000 again? I think quite difficult, right? These hedge funds are not stupid people. They will definitely have found a way, do deals behind the scene, right? You lend me this stock, I give you how much margin, etc., right? Something like that, okay? So if you want to rush in now to buy, you need to really be aware of this situation. Short squeeze is not going to last forever. It's a very temporary thing, usually 1 month, not even 1 month, right? I bought a company called BlackBerry and GNC. These two people like to short them. And usually if the short squeeze happen, it's 1 week, 3 days to 1 week. But in this case, maybe it's extreme, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then it will start to drop back. So if you want to catch high, you really need to know how to play the game. And don't go and fool yourself saying it's a good long-term company, right? It was 300, now it's 100. It doesn't mean it's cheaper because it went from 300 to 100. Doesn't mean it's cheaper. You understand? Before the short squeeze, the share price was like $10 one. Okay? So that is something you need to know. Market open already. Wow! GameStop fly up to 110, right? Actually, if I'm not doing this thing, not doing this Facebook Live, I will be making an action now. Right? Which is to sell a put on GameStop. Very crazy, right? But if you guys understand put option, anybody understand option? Type in me, right? So we have Wising here, right? So actually, there is one thing you can do, right? But try not to do it right now because you are like tajim, So actually, if you look at some of the option, right, even at $10 share price, you sell the put option, you can get like 4 or 5% in 2 weeks time, So I think it's a high risk situation, but there is easy money to be collected if you know how to play it. So I may take a position in the options later after this Facebook Live. Okay, I may take a position. Right? Yeah, I have to find money on my own. You guys also don't want to send me stars. What to do? I need to make money from GameStop. Later need to trade it up. Right? But you guys send me money also. It's not for me one. Right? You send me stars. I need to top up 1 star and then we're gonna donate it out. Right? Probably donate it with the money that I make from GameStop, hopefully. Right? Jade Chang say can't sell options on GME on TV. IB can. Actually, right? You go and read properly. It never say cannot sell. It say you can sell, but you need to call the broker to place a trade for you. I haven't called. Later I'm gonna call. I don't know after call what are they gonna talk about, but probably should be no problem, right? Should be no problem. They just want to make sure your account is healthy. You're not over leveraging, something like that. So you call them and make the trade. And because most people do not call them, and most people don't know can call them, and most people don't understand option, I think you will have a good opportunity there to get a asymmetrical risk reward, because it's something that most people are not willing or not able to do. Okay. So interesting hearing, right? Any question? Today's Facebook Live will be very short. It will be about 30 minutes. So I'll have another 15 minutes Q&A, right? Any question to ask me? I know NTPM has been dropping a lot. If you are, in case you're wondering, did I sell? I did sell 25% of the position when it was 73 cents. Then I bought back at 66 cents. So if you look at my face now, I'm also muka pucat now, right? Still profitable position, but the profit has shrunk dramatically. That said, I am not worried. I personally am not worried. Okay, I'm not worried because January they did an investor briefing, and in the investor briefing they said that, I mean, they don't even need to attend investor briefing, also know this already. Next quarter will be super good. That means upcoming quarter will be super good. They will be released probably next month, I think, end of next month. Yeah, will probably be a very good quarter for them. Let me see. Oh, no. End of March, they'll probably release a super good result. Then after that, it can be sustained despite the pop price all go up. So usually this kind of share, right, if the profit is sustained and doesn't drop and there's no indication it will ever drop, this share usually is not going to trade at this level one. Usually it's much higher. So would it change? I don't know, but I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. SCGM, it's already been treated more like a plastic counter, right? More treated like a plastic counter rather than oil and gas or health or mass counter. And as you know, oil price has been going up a lot. Hibiscus today shoot up a lot. And so that's why, it's not been doing so well. And if you are going in for swing trade, then you need to know when to exit, which I already exited many, many months ago, right? Yeah. Today you can see it's a recovery play. Because yesterday I suddenly announced MCO, right? When I personally really thought it's not gonna extend, it's gonna become like a CMCO, but then it become extended. Really crazy, man. Yeah. So because of that, I think the market don't like and the recovery stocks never come back. But for some reason today, their mood is let's go back to recovery stock and sell the glove stock. That's why today the glove stocks all drop back, right? But not that much, not significantly. But the recovery stocks are, especially if you see the oil stocks, right? Property, furniture. Yeah. Okay, today's market is okay. But overall, you can see the market, Malaysia is actually quite weak. Overall, global market is good one. Just Malaysian market bad. So that's probably due to the MCO, which is short term. So if you have patience with the right stock, I'm not panicking, and I don't feel there is any need to panic. Yeah, Jade, as I say, definitely you cannot do on the platform. They already stated on your website, you need to call. Okay. Now is a glove stock. Now is a tech stock. Now the team, most people are playing the tech stocks. Walao, today's tech stock is really crazy, man. All these tech stock already go up so much and they are still going up like 10%, right? Keep on going up. It's because people don't have things to buy. Like last time I did the Facebook Live with Rondi, he's right, people don't have things to buy. Any company that can continue to have profit growth or is in a tech related one, they are still gonna perform very well. So like Lucas, he bought the tech counters and he never let go. Until now also he never let go. So they are doing very, very well now, right? So Emmy, I just answered this question just now, so you can watch the recording later. Yeah. So that's why the team now is with the tech counter. But if you're going in now, right, your risk is definitely higher than most people. You want to say undervalue, I also cannot say undervalue, right? So it's really for swing trade. And just follow the TA. But today's movement is really crazy, right? Kenny Lim said energy stock. Yeah, I see a lot of the oil and gas counter, right, are already gearing up to go up further. So I won't be surprised if there is a change of trend coming soon. Any one of you watched the Facebook Live with Nishin Boss and bought the Nishin share? Just wondering, right? I'm not recommending you to buy, right, or to sell. What? Just wondering. Anyone bought? Type in me if you bought. So yeah, man, it really depends on what style are you, right? Are you a long-term investor or you are a short-term trader, right? If you're a short-term trader, I can see right now, not much team, right? Malaysia, other than tech counter, not other team going on. So if you want your short-term, you can focus on the tech counters. But if you are more long-term, I think you can start to focus a little bit on recovery counter, but need to wait all these counters, just recovery, and you say you're long-term, right? Tesla has been quite stagnant lately, so I'm not sure, right? Actually, I'm not really sure what's going on. You see, now Elon Musk is not only the Sifu of electric vehicle. Now Tesla is the next Warren Buffett. He mentioned anything, the share price will fly. Even he don't even need to tell you this stock is good. He just gives signal. He just mentioned this stock or stock related thing, the share price fly. Type in yes if you agree, right? Chin Chai mentioned one thing, hashtag Bitcoin, wow, fly Bitcoin price. So it's a bit crazy, man. Yeah, but I think that's the power of social platform. Like that's why right now a lot of government try to clamp down on all the social media and gathering. Like you guys, Facebook Live like this can watch. You watch more because now they are trying to take control. They don't want you to gang up, because now you can make a lot of things happen, right? With the power of congregating. So Nick Lim said he took a rest on Twitter. I'm not sure whether he took a rest or somebody asked him to stop. If you get what I mean. Nicholas Chua, what about Amazon? Jeff Bezos gonna step down as CEO. It's not necessarily a bad thing, You see, Microsoft, after Bill Gates stepped off, it still fly a lot. Apple, after Steve Jobs died, still fly a lot, right? You can say maybe 80 to 90% of the market cap of Microsoft and Apple happened after the founders stepped away. So it's not the end of Amazon yet, right? Amazon is not like your typical Chinaman Malaysian business, like the family run the business. It's not like that, Jessica say, what's your view on JF Tech? I forgot about JF Tech. I think they have some collaboration with Huawei, right? And today, if not mistaken, Greatech actually announced partnership to do electric car charging. I think this Greatech, this one is something really, really interesting. Samaiden also, I just wrote a report, my note on Samaiden. Also this month, January, you can go download all the report at my Telegram channel. Okay, Samaiden, I like the boss, right? He's a lady boss. She seems like very hands-on, right? But regarding the share price comment, I have no comment. Yeah, that's why Greatech fly today, right? Because it's a super good news. But does it mean it's a super good long-term investment? I don't know, right? Because Malaysia has Malaysia's way of valuing stock. So you cannot use, let's say if you invest in US, right? You cannot use the same idea and the technique to apply in Malaysia. UWC also, all the stock you guys mentioned, we actually feature them. So you can also go to our Telegram channel and download the report, right? Their earning don't justify valuation. So you cannot focus on the current earning one, right? A lot of these tech stock, right, they will have very bright future in future, right? So right now, you cannot just look at their current earning to say their valuation. Some of them may double or triple their earning next year, but not all, right? So It may look expensive now, some of them, but next year, compared to the earning next year, forward PE may be cheap, right? And for solar counter, I really cannot comment. I cannot tell you what strategy to play, but you need to understand they are construction-based one. It's a contract-based. So there is going to be like a LSS4 announced probably this year, right? I'm not sure whether there will be a situation where they will be sell on news. That means when the news come out, people sell. I see a lot of vaccine counter is like that, right? So now there's no news yet, but people anticipate the news, so they are buying up the price. But when the news is actually being released, the price drop instead. If you agree, you type in agree, right? You see a lot of the company or many stocks, people anticipate good result, and when they release a good result, the share price drop a lot, right? Amy Lim say, Mengtek, I like your previous report, have some technical analysis at your talk. Yeah, I mean, you need to understand, since December, right, end of December, SC issued a guideline, and that guideline specifically say that investor like us that don't have license, we cannot let you know our opinion or analysis on stock. So moving forward, right, I will not be telling you any analysis or opinion in our report. So that's very unfortunate. But the good thing is, yeah, and actually nothing to blame because we really don't have the license, but we are not licensed advisor. So if you want the analysis and the technical analysis, I believe the investment banks, they actually have all these report as well, right? So you can go and have a look. Yeah, LMT say, friend working in solar. Actually, you can look at my Samaitan report. They already say for site visit and installation, there are some inconvenience, but not that tough, right? Maybe your friend is doing the commercial one, right? All these solar vest, Samaitan, right? They are doing more on large scale solar, utility scale. So that one is project based, so theirs is still ongoing. Okay. So yeah, but what you can do is you can still learn out how to invest. Because, right, to be honest, if you look at my analysis and my report, it's actually very typical. I don't have special insights or special technical analysis. It's just support resistance, right? And the strategy is all standard one. You see a few reports, it's still standard. So what you need to do is you just need to learn up how to analyze the FA and TA, right? Once you have the skill, you use my note, the info that I get, then you make your own analysis. It's much easier that way. You can understand the business very fast, and then you will know what to do. So you got to learn now, right? If any one of you want to learn how to start investing, like if I interview a management or when I look at a stock, how do I determine this stock is good for long term, or is it swing trading only? How do I decide to keep it? When do I decide to sell? If I sell how many percent, right? How to allocate my money, all these, and look at TA, all these. What you can do is you can go ahead and go and register for my upcoming training at bursasecrets.com. I'll be doing a free training next Thursday night, which is a 2 hours webinar. I'll share with you step by step. How do you analyze a stock? How do you generate consistent income from stock, right? So I can share with you, very interesting, okay? And this is not to, brag or what, okay? If you look at my profit year to date, in Malaysia-wise, to be honest, this year, January, has been quite stagnant because I bought in a lot of recovery stock. So underperformed, right? And I focus more on long-term rather than swing trade. But in my US one, because I do a lot of options, I'm still able to generate consistent profit, which is made a profit about 4,400 US dollar this particular month alone, January, which is like 17,000 ringgit. So that's good enough, right? So there are different strategies for different time. In a stagnant market, right, what you can do is you can do options or you can do like arbitrage. In a bull market, you can do a lot of swing trade, right? Down market, in Malaysia, not much you can do, just wait on it. But US, you can actually short the stock also, like I said just now in the beginning, right? So if you want to learn all these different techniques, you can go ahead and register at www.bursasecrets.com. Okay? I have 1 or 2 minutes more before I have to end this, because I need to place a trade before the share price start to move, right? So any questions for me? Andrew Chu said, what the analysts recommend on the report, you just do opposite, be a contrarian. Not necessary lah. Sometimes they are right one, sometimes they are right. But what I've noticed is the moment they start promoting very heavily, this is a trend lah. I'm not saying it's a true thing or what. The moment I see, companies being featured and promoted heavily, that's when, if I am seeing that happen, I will exit the stock lah, right? Yeah, that's been the trend recently. I see, the moment it's being recommended, means, somebody big player is getting out. If you realize this also, you type in 1. LM Tay say, what platform you recommend to trade in US stock? What about Weibo? Weibo I never tried before. For Malaysia, right, depends on your capital. If you have more than 10,000 ringgit, and also depends on what you want now. If you want one that is endorsed by Securities Commission, one that is super safe, UOB Kay Hian, no? If you want one that is no commission, but not endorsed by Securities Commission, but may be popular in US, then could be Interactive Broker or TD Ameritrade. If you want one that is very convenient, don't need high capital, very easy to use, small capital also can start, then I personally am using eToro. Okay, so it really depends on your needs, right? But all these eToro, Interactive Broker, TD Ameritrade, your money may not be secure. Anything go wrong, Malaysia will not take responsibility. So that you need to be alert on. Emmeline asks, Mingtek is a Bursa Secrets course, paid course? It is not. It's a free course. But if you like to, learn how to trade in US market, right, options, or just using small capital to buy some stable stocks, I will be conducting some upcoming training, which will be done in a very affordable price. If you want that, then you can keep in touch, right? Stay tuned. We'll be launching a lot of new initiatives coming soon. I've not been doing business. I've not been doing courses for 3 or 4 months already. I already stopped since like October, right? I'm only starting back again now, right? Because October, January, February, I've been working on something else, and I'm also looking at my stocks and restructuring that. But from now on, we're gonna do a lot of new things. And if you want to learn US stocks, how to start investing US with as little as 2,000 ringgit, you really love my upcoming course, man. Those that attended my course last time already doubled their money, But I won't guarantee that will be the same result, because 2020 is a bull market. So this year, how is it going to be? I don't know. But I'll share with you, right? David said, bro, now MCO extended. Oh, how to celebrate CNY? Sad, low. MCO extended, low. Never mind, low. Right? Keep the money, man. You can save money, man. Economy not so good. The money, you can use it to invest in the market. I sincerely feel in the next 5 years, right, we will get a super bull market. I'm not sure whether Malaysia will be bull market or not, but US, very highly likely there will be a bull market in the next 5 years. Malaysia, I'm not sure, because it's different, okay? US, there's low interest rate, stimulus, and if you see S&P 500, right, the one that is moving the index are the tech stocks. I tell you, these tech stocks even though you may think they are overvalued, I think they can still double, triple one, okay, in the next 5 years, but selectively. So you need to be very selective. I think there are still a lot of opportunity in the share market. I don't feel it's overvalued. Some of the stock I may not understand, like Tesla, I may not understand. But other stocks that I talked about before, even though the price tripled, I feel still got room to go on, because the business really doing super good. It's a change. The whole market changed already. The money shifted, right, to the tech companies, because now it's digital, right? If you see the traditional business, gonna suffer, man. Really gonna suffer. Okay. Yoke say, when start option course? We actually have an option course upcoming on 26 and 27 February, right? If you are keen to join, you can let me know, or you can You register at Bursa Secrets, and my assistant will get in touch and you talk to them. Chan said Tesla true value is their software. Yes. Yeah, no doubt. But I don't know how much is the value, right? Because all these things is in the future, 5 years, 10 years from now. How much money you gonna make is anybody's guess, right? I really can't guess how much is it. So too far, I can't see, you understand? Too far, I can't see. But a lot of people can see and they made a lot of money. So that's why, got room for improvement there for me personally. Somebody asked how to open UOB account. Chan says, Sifu, any link or info for your UOB? Now, to open UOB, you just click this link, bit.ly.com, bit.ly.com/UOB savvy, right? And you link you up to my broker. You just click enter, he will settle the thing for you. Mingtek, can share your view on Facebook quarter. I personally am invested in Facebook one, you can see, right? Kenny say your webinar is next Thursday. What is the fee? It's free, okay? It's free. But at the end of the webinar, I would invite you to join my investment club. If you don't want to join, it's fine, okay? But confirm your time will be worthwhile there. Palante, I don't understand much, but you can join StockBit, and I think somebody write a very good article on it. But Facebook, I can share lah. Facebook, right? Because I'm using Facebook to advertise, and I'm invested in Facebook. I think I invested 200-something thousand in Facebook, and then I bought call option. So you can see I'm super bullish on Facebook. But Facebook is not gonna be the kind of high growth company. So you cannot put Facebook in the same category as Square, say Limited, CrowdStrike. I feel Facebook is more like the category of top glove. You understand what I mean or not? It's like a necessity, but it's already hit the saturation. The growth really depends on the industry growth, and there's not much thing you can do to have more explosive growth. I mean, like Top Glove, now they have explosive growth, but Facebook also benefited from it. But Facebook, right, there is a lot of missed opportunity, and I'm not sure whether it's a management problem or what. Right now, they are doing very good in terms of ads. They're still growing 20-30% a year. But I feel in the next 5 years, their growth per annum will be 15 to 20% on it. So if you buy that stock, it's more like a safer stock. I won't expect high return from it. Okay, so that's my view from Facebook. And if you ask me, I am buying Facebook. The way I do it is via put option as well. That gives me on average 2% a month. So that's 24%. I make my own 24% from the stock. But I also bought some call option to take care of the upside. Right now, I feel Facebook is a bit being punished by the market. It's because people worry Apple, fighting Facebook. They remove the privacy function, all this. But if you are an advertiser, you would have noticed that actually Facebook released a few tools that we can use to bypass it. Okay, so I think it's a short-term problem. It's not a problem, not an issue. Okay, most serious advertiser will take the precaution step that Facebook recommend, and I don't think Apple can affect Facebook that much anymore. So I think it's a short-term thing. I think Facebook are not having explosive growth is because right now the government want to kacau them. And now you have a Democrat government. It's even worse. Okay, Democrat is like they don't like the rich one. It's like kill the rich, feed to the poor, something like that. So if Facebook make too much money, they're gonna get attacked also. And Facebook has a lot of way to make money. You see, PayPal? Anybody know PayPal or Square? Type in yes if you know PayPal or Square. All these payment solution provider. Okay, or your Touch and Go Pay, or something like that. You know how easy Facebook can kacau and eat all their business. Facebook just need to introduce WhatsApp payment, which they already introduced in Brazil and India. If your WhatsApp can make payment, and every store you go have the QR code for WhatsApp payment, do you think you are highly likely gonna use WhatsApp to make payment, or to make payment to your friend using WhatsApp? Since you're talking to them, hey, you want to buy this or not? Yes, hey, I transfer money to you. Now the way you do it is you give them your bank account. But what if next time you just send them money to their phone number, like Grab, like that, but inside WhatsApp? Definitely they can eat their business. See, they want to do or not want. So now I feel like they don't want to do because they don't want to be aimed, because people say they're monopoly. So that's why they purposely don't want to chuk one. I see plenty of opportunity lah, okay? Okay, last sharing before I close, right? Nicholas Yap say, last year, I lost 40 to 50% of my portfolio. Maybe you can share how you lose the money, Nicholas. Because I see your profile picture is Bitcoin, ma. If you really buy Bitcoin, how can you lose so much, right? Because Bitcoin doing so well. And do you think I should give up or don't give up? The more I invest, the more I lose. So actually, Nicholas, I think you should focus on the skill first, right? Focus on the skill first. Don't focus that much on the result, but focus on the skill and the learning. So the first thing that I can share with you is you need to have a journal log. You need to have a journal. So you take some time, okay? You take some time, you go and write down last year what stock you bought, okay? And what price you buy, the reason why you buy, and right now, why are you still holding it? After you write it down, right, you should be able to see the similarity. All those that you lose big money on, what is the reason? Then you just stop doing that, right? You stop doing that, I think you can prevent a huge loss today, right? I think definitely you can see a pattern. Okay, maybe is it you always buy when you see people making a lot of money. The reason why you buy is I see my friend make a lot of money, then I buy, right? That's why you lose so much. Or I lose a lot because the more it drops, the more I add on, right? This one could be because you want to average down. You average down a loser stock. So you will see the pattern and you just stop doing that. That way you will lose less at the one. Okay, whether it can make money or not is a different question. So you are gonna go from losing a lot to losing less. Then after that, you see those that you are making money. What is the reason? And you do more of that, then slowly you can improve. Sounds like a good idea, right? So that is what I would say the first step. You need to have a journal. But if you can still afford it, right, you can come to my course, right? You can come to my course. Come join my next Thursday free sharing first. If you are keen, you want to learn more from us, you can join our investment club, right? Then we can sort it out together. Buy high, sell low, buy high, rush in, FOMO. Yeah, see, not saying you, but a lot of people here, right, in the chat, they can identify already. The main reason people lose money could be because using leverage, could be because rushing in, could be because FOMO. So if you see, most people lose money because of that, the next time you feel like, wow, if I don't buy, I will miss out, just don't buy, right? And don't use leverage. Because since you cannot make money yet, you use leverage, you're gonna make more loss. So buy the stock first, don't leverage first. So that will be my sharing to you, okay? With that, I hope it's been a good sharing. Thank you everyone for joining me today, and happy trading. Bye-bye.